Hi, I'm back. I can't even talk. I can't even talk. Where? It's not even where I've been no more.
Right field grandstand. That's 9 home runs. He has 2 hits tonight.
This is the point of the game. Who knows?
On this Tuesday night in the Bronx. Swing and a miss. First game of this 3 of Posse does his job. You're going to force it.
And that you can beat their bullpen.
First game.
Yeah.
What about Derek Jeter? Posse averages not since 2021. He's on his way to do that again. Chip. Shallow right. Who's going to get it? Juan Soto.
They back first hit.
Charges Fields to the one before that.
19-20 pitches out where he wouldn't even think about it.
I'm going to give y'all an update what's been going on. But in the meantime, I'm going to put out a video right now. The video is going down like this. The house is getting on my nerve. Okay. So I put a video out stating I'm selling my mom's house. And I had buyers come over here. Y'all remember the videos, right? Hi, Sean. Hello, how are you? Another buyer. Okay. You go in, sir? After you? Okay. Thank you. Come in. You can look around. I'm just testing things down.
You can sign right here.
What do you want me to sign at?
The owner.
Okay. But everything stopped because the tenant didn't want to leave. The judge gave the tenant a specific date to leave in May of 2024. When May came and the date came, the tenant didn't leave. So my attorney go back into the courthouse. The judge extended his stay for 2 months. The buyer want to know, when is the tenant leaving? When is the tenant leaving? When is the tenant leaving? Nobody want to buy a home with the tenant still in the property. Unfortunately, the tenants have rights. I don't know how this tenant have any rights. He have no lease since 2019, to my knowledge. I've been the administrator of the property legally, but my mom and her husband, the man had never had a lease. The tenant never had a lease. How in the world did the judge extend it for so long with nothing to stand on? Then the buyers come over here. The buyers come over here. They got me running back and forth. You saw the video. And so now the buyer upset and the buyer left because the tenant stayed an extra 2 months. Now the buyers want the property. They offered me a half-past price. The buyer came back, or I think it was a different buyer. I'm lost now. But now the buyer come back and dropped like $100,000. The money the buyer is offering me is going to leave me with no money. So I've been doing all this work for the property, and I'm not getting no money from what the buyer want to offer for this house. Me personally, I would love to keep my mother house. And I don't want to sell my mother house for cheap. I feel I'm getting played. So now I have another buyer coming over here. Wait. And I feel I'm getting played because I'm black. And plus they think I'm desperate. And plus they don't want to pay me. It's like nobody want to see me have a job and have no money. They want me just to stay outside broke and just walk around. Hi viewers, don't freak out. It's still the same video. It's just that this video is done in 2 parts. So, as I was saying, my daughter, right? I've been going over her house, helping her out. And her work schedule has been very heavy. She has bills she has to pay, right? So I go over, I help her out. And when I help her out, I still have my obligation here. I gotta clean the house, I gotta take care of the cats, I gotta deal with the buyers, I gotta deal with the tenant, I gotta deal with the attorney, I gotta deal with my son. I have my own private life. I have my YouTube channel. I have my business. And what's been going on lately, I've been hitting the highway, as you can see, going back and forth from Brooklyn to my daughter's house. And then I live in the Bronx. I have obligations over there too. I'm trying to move. So my daughter, I told you she just purchased a home. Something came up, made her have to pay additional money that she was not aware of. She fell behind and, she got to keep up. And because of that, I have not been here at the house. I've been over at her house. And lately, my daughter been dropping me off and I only get 1 day to spend the night in this house. Get up in the morning and run like a dog from the Bronx to Brooklyn to downtown, wherever it is that I have to do. Take care of the cats, feed the cats, go get the cats food. I got 1 day to do all of that. So I have been extremely tired. Not sleepy tired. I mean just tired of running, like I literally have to plan how I'm gonna run. So that way, every second of the day, I gotta keep moving because she be here to pick me up. And I got things I have to do for myself. And if I don't do it that way, I won't do what I have to do for myself. So I have to do it that way. Why I came on the video is to say, my daughter, she gets mad at me. I feel I stopped my life to help her. And I don't mind because I like to support my family member. I think that came from with me being homeless for a lot of years. I felt my family should have showed me more support. So I want to support her. I don't want to see her homeless. I want to see her keep her home. But my daughter, I'm telling you, this homelessness has messed my family up. My daughter, sometimes she gets in her little moments and she's very disrespectful. I mean, totally. That girl is totally holding on to some serious trauma and she's lashing it out on me. So it's not easy picking up my life and getting back into my children's life. It don't go easy. My daughter has told me some of the nastiest things, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. But I am going to talk about with her. Lately, she's been going on and off, on and on about this situation, my son. She's getting on me, and she don't want to pay me no money. But let's just stop for a moment. My daughter zelled me money. And she talked so much about my son that I had to go into my bank account and look at how much money my daughter have given me since I've been at her house. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. It's not all about the money with me, with my grandkids and my daughter. But if I am cooking for your kids, doing their homework, doing their hair, washing, and my daughter, she's so perfect. Her house gotta be it gotta be spick and span clean. I gotta wash the dishes and wipe down the counter. It gotta look good because it's a brand new house and she don't want her house messed up, which I don't blame her. But that means that I gotta really clean that house. behind those children. Because when she come home, she like to feel good. I understand because she got a lot of pressure on her. She don't want no more pressure. So I try to take it off. I'm doing everything but mopping. You know, I got to really clean her house behind her kids. And now she don't want to pay me because, see, like I said, something came up in her life where she got hit with a bill. In order for her to justify paying that bill, she's coming to me talking about, Mom, you don't ask your son for no money and he live with you rent free. And she's mad because that is true. She's mad because we gotta get in her car and come all the way back to Brooklyn to feed the cats, right? Or for me to get something that I need to do to take care of my business. So she's mad about that because she feels that my son could at least help feed the cats, which I agree. My son should help out. He should throw out the garbage. He should feed the cats because he do stay here and he's not paying no rent. He should be paying me something. But on my son's behalf is when he came here, he was working, but then he just stopped working. And I think I told y'all before, it's like my son went in a depression because he wasn't working. And I know how to feel. Everybody know how to feel when you don't have no money and then you're not living how you want to be sold. You don't know where you're going to live at. So, you know, the stress Black people go through when we living uncomfortable and we don't know for how long we have to stay in the location. So I understand how my son kind of went into just depressed mode. And he's young. So I had to talk to him. I told him, you know what? You're going to have to go back to school or you have to go out and look for a different job. So, and I spoke to my son because that's true. I don't want to see him homeless. I don't want to see him become a fat slob just sitting there on the couch and not caring. So, wait, hold on. I was eating. So, what's going on now with my son? He went in depressive mode, and I had to really talk to him because you know how it is when people start going into depressive mode. You gotta catch them early because they can fall deep into that slut, that being. So eventually, let's move a little forward. He got himself another job. He heard me, and he started diligently looking for work in his profession. Something came through for him. So now when he's not working, I can't get money or no one can give me any kind of money, right? So here's my daughter telling me, well, you know I got bills and all of that and you want me to give you money. She's saying that I'm unfair because I allow him to stay with me and don't give me no money and forget that he's not working. And I want her to give me money because she is working. But she talked about him so bad that I had to look into my account. And I realized, ooh, girl, wait a minute. I've been doing so much. I have a heavy load. Taking care of this house, building up my life, taking care of my grandkids and cleaning behind them and cleaning her house. I have a heavy load. I looked into my account and I realized, ooh, girl, you haven't been giving me no money. I looked into it. So what I'm going to show you right now is some texts, right? Some texts, right, that she's been texting me. Let me tell you something. This is about, the text you're about to read is about my son. And I was telling you, I like to support people. My kids too, because I told you why, right? So I felt that I supported my son when he had no place to go, and I opened the door and let him come in while I'm here. And then when he lost work, that wasn't his fault. I supported him when he was falling into a depression, how not to do that and how to come out of it. And now he's working and he's standing on his feet now, right? So I feel now you can give me something. And let me just say something when it comes down to dollars and money, with my children. I don't ask them how much, I don't say, you give me X amount of dollars. Whatever they give me. I take because they too struggling, young adults trying to get ahead. I'm about to see now some texting to verify what I was talking to you about today. My daughter is making me very upset because she don't give me money as she thinks she do. I had to prove it to her. And then once I proved it to her, she still feel that I'm wrong because I allow him to live here. But my daughter is wrong because I gave her money. I never gave my son money the way I gave my daughter. Not only on top of that, I helped my daughter purchase the items, some of her items that's in her home. And she didn't give me no money back. I have not purchased nothing for my son like that I have did for my daughter. And not only that, when my daughter bought her home and she had it remodeled, redecorated, people, the contractor leave a mess. She couldn't clean it. I did it. Because she had to go to work. And her kids had to eat. So I had to have those kids eat without a refrigerator. Without a stove. And if anybody know how hard that is, they very small children, it was not easy. But I did it for her. And you know what? I did not do anything like that for my son. So my daughter, to me, she makes way more money than my son. So she can give me something. Because after all, I stopped my life to help her. And then she gets mad at me and said, oh, you say things like that. You might as well not come over here. After she done got herself together. After her house is beautiful. She got the furniture. She got her kitchen. She got her house where she can live in. Now she's telling me, well, you don't have to come over here. And she's not saying it like how I'm saying it. So all of this stuff is going on while I'm not videoing. She said she don't want to pay me no money. It's more with her, too. But I'm going to save a topic for her later because she's very disrespectful. And now, not only is she disrespectful, she's trying to make my character look bad. Like, say I'm yelling at her. I'm yelling at her kids. I really wish that all the hard work that I do, that a check will come in from my nonprofit company. I wish that I had some funds because sometimes my daughter is a bit too much. And I believe that came from us being separated when I was homeless all them years. She has trauma. She has trauma. That girl got trauma. And my son has trauma too. He's very disrespectful as well. Because he could help feed those cats where I don't have to come all the way back over here. My daughter don't live like an hour away. You understand? He could help. He could help clean up this house. He could help. Instead of just lay there or think that because I stay here, he can do he don't pay no money towards the electricity, nothing. And he's wrong too. And he's very disrespectful to me too. And I believe that all came from when the city removed my children from me, I didn't raise them as a mother. So I have a lot of anger. But then he got married to somebody else, and she's Jamaican, and he's brainwashing my daughter that, like she's the mother. And then this dumb woman, she's a woman, and she telling my daughter, she's getting her kicks off for telling my daughter, be home at 4 o'clock. So I have a lot of anger towards the city. Because to me, not only did they mess my life up, calling me in the shelter all those years, they messed up my kids' life too. They messed up my family. My kids, I loved them at one point. I loved them. They was my everything, girl. They was my everything. They was all I had at one point. And I didn't mind being a single mother, being on welfare. They gave me a reason to have something purposeful to do. And then all that stopped when they was removed. And for me now to come back in their life as adults, ooh, they so disrespectful. They don't even act like black kids. My life not easy. Not even with my children. They give me a hard way to go that sometimes I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like how they turned out. The tenant finally left. When the tenant left, the tenant didn't tell me anything. I just come back on the property and find keys. And the tenant left the place in a mess. Girl, look what I caught in my house. It came from the tenant apartment. I come home, my son be like, yo, I just saw a mice run in your room. Oh no, I just caught one. So I had to go outside and bring one of the cats in. I had to clean up a little bit. It was late at night, right? I had to clean up a little bit. Because I'm back and forth at 3 different places where I'm staying. Cat took him out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. But the point is, this is in the house. This is what I caught. Yo, you gotta get out of here.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Get out of here.
I didn't see that was a rat.
What?
You scared me. I didn't see that was a rat. It was right.
Guys, I just came in. Let me go to the kitchen and see if I caught any more mice. Sure enough, I did. Look at this. Look. First of all, look how the traps are disappearing. Look. I'm looking for the broom. Here it is. Hi, it's the same day. I just went to sleep and I just changed my dress. This is very hot. It's very, very hot. Look, another mouse. I know it's very dark. I have to get a new kitchen light. And I still hear more. Look. Another mouse. You see that? And I still hear more. It's in that cabinet. I'm scared to open it up. I'm gonna have my son open it up, but he don't help. He don't do nothing. I'm gonna get some more of these traps. Right? It's a good thing. It's working. Now where I'm gonna I got a trap upstairs. I got traps upstairs. Let me show you upstairs. I saw mice right in my room. Look. So I trapped it up. Trying to catch them. Another mouse. Caught another mouse. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, I'm catching all these mice. It's a lot of them. I keep catching mice. Look at this. Oh, look, I caught another mice. Look at this. I keep catching all these mice. Look at this. Just came in. I know I'm sweating, but look. Another trap. Put this one over here. This one in the box. I'm just gonna let you guys know it was not in my intentions to just leave and walk away from my YouTube channel.